I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
Now, dear listeners, this week it is my turn to issue a disclaimer up front here. My dear friend, co-host, and colleague is experiencing digestive distress.
Oh, don't feel very well.
No, you don't. Yes, you are in an unfortunate predicament. Fortunately, you're in your own home. However, you may be called away from the podcast at short notice.
Yes, I may have to hit the emergency stop at any moment.
That's fine. It's just if there is abrupt banging and crashing with distant noise, please don't be alarmed.
Oh, they're quite used to that. I mean, we've had quite a lot of that.
Everything is vaguely under control.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
If he's gone too long, I'll just message someone else in your household and just get them to check on you. How's that?
Oh, that would be very public spirited of you.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just pop a message. Can you check he's not fallen in? Yeah, it's all right.
If you'd hear a splash. It's all right.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'd prefer not to, but if...
Yeah, I'm not saying that that's ideal. But...
No. But, yes. What? Who knows? Next week, we might both be all right, because this week I'm fine. The COVID's all gone.
You've got over Big Rona, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just it's you that's broken this week.
It does appear to be, yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
Oh dear.
And hopefully you can be mended before the weekend, because it's very much worth noting that you are without booze.
I am on this occasion. Yes, none has occurred. Yeah.
I mean that really shows the gravity of the situation. A podcast without a little beer or wine, no.
Oh, it's serious business. Yeah, it's a serious business.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Well, it is a podcast founded from lockdown boredom and alcohol consumption, basically, isn't it?
Oh, and yeah, absolutely. That's where it came from. Yeah, that's where it started all those years ago. Yeah. Those dear listeners who were with us right back at the beginning, which is probably nobody.
A couple of them were in the same level of boredom that we were.
Oh, yeah, that's true. There's a couple of hardcore listeners that have been with us from the very beginning. Yeah, that's where it comes from. Yeah, indeed, when we couldn't do anything or go anywhere. And
I tell you what, you know that sort of not going anywhere, not doing anything. But those early episodes featured cars that we see on our stroll, because that's all we were allowed to do.
That's true. And of course, yes, we used to go out walking and look at things and then come back and talk about it, because that was our lives.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Do you know what's really interesting? Well, I say really interesting. Only interesting to me and possibly you. At the moment, my daily wonder, if I go to the office, I've made it my mission, rather than just sitting there on my arse stuffing my face, I'll go and get a bit of fresh air.
Oh, well done. That's good. Yeah.
Just make it concerted effort, I suppose. It's only taken me a year and a half since working there.
You've suddenly come up with a great idea. Maybe.
But amusingly, the stroll that I take is the same one, roughly, that you took for your lockdown walks.
You are wandering the same streets, aren't you? Yeah, absolutely. Because, of course, we've now moved. But
yes,
I mean, you weren't working where you are now then. So we've had a bit of a switcheroo there.
Yes. We have. And you remember the flatbed that kept having different treats on it?
That was a glorious machine, yes.
That isn't there, but where that was,
I know it disappeared. Yeah,
I mean, there are some
a scrapyard somewhere.
There are some really shabby vehicles in its place.
Oh, okay. So there's still something going on then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's a horse box that I mean, I don't know where that MOT was issued. Let's be honest. And there is what can only be described as the dodgiest burger van known to man.
Oh no!
Honestly,
operating or just parked?
Just parked, fortunately, but I do worry because it does move. That
Well, you think somebody might actually be serving food out of it?
No, that is the genuine worry. It's a Mark III Transit burger van.
Of course it is. What else would it be?
I mean, Mark III. So that's sort of late 80s into the 90s.
Yeah.
That's. We're not. I mean, worryingly, we're not far off that being a 40-year-old vehicle.
Oh no, that's true, isn't it? Well, that's a frightening thought in itself. We think of those as still relatively modern, but yeah, okay, yeah, the Mark III, yes, okay.
Awful. It begs the question of going, if that is moving and it's going somewhere to serve food, who is going up to that and going, yeah, I'll get my dinner from here.
Yeah, I'll have a burger, everything on it. Oh dear.
Bad. I'll try and get a photo in the week to just really hammer the point home, because it's really bad.
So something is still going on there then. Somebody is still buying vehicles that should have been scrapped.
Oh yeah.
And doing something with them. Okay.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all. I wasn't expecting to go down that route.
No, but it's interesting because as you say, you are now walking the same streets that I used to, so you might pick up on some continuation items such as that. Interesting, very interesting.
Oh yeah, actually, I mean there was oh gosh, what? Make sure I get my TVR names right. There's a TVR. No, it's right because it's a 90s one, so I hold more of a chance. So the Chimera.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's the one I'm familiar with. Yes.
Yeah. So there's one of those.
I have been in one of those.
You have. Bloody marvelous. I think that formed the basis of one of our episodes, actually.
Oh, I think it certainly formed a title. I think yes.
Yes, it was a mobile chicane, as I recall.
It was.
So. Yes. Yeah, along that same road, on the opposite side, one of those is parked on a driveway.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's a discerning choice.
It's a bold choice given the area.
Granted, but discerning choice there. Rover V8, lovely.
Oh yeah.
One of the less weird-looking TVRs.
Yeah, it wasn't utterly mad. I mean, I suppose the TVRs around that time weren't too wild. You had that one, the smaller one, the Griffith. That was fairly tame. That was
relatively normal. Yeah. Yeah. I like the Chimera. It's a classic design.
Yeah. It was good. Proper British sports car type thing.
That's a proper sports car, that.
Yeah.
With the Rover V8 under the bonnet, and you're away, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely lovely. So I wasn't expecting to go TVR. It just popped in there as well.
It's a valid one. That wasn't there when I was doing my rounds.
No,
so
that
must have arrived. I would have mentioned that.
Yeah, I think that's a fairly recent addition to that road. Okay. Nice. My cars.
Your cars, yes. Let's have a fleet update.
Yeah, fleet update. All right, we'll go van first. How's that for you? Really interesting.
We'll start with the good one. Yeah.
Start with the good one. How dare you?
Don't make me laugh.
Oh God, it'll blow. Oh no.
Well.
If there's seepage, do let us know. So. So sorry.
That's horrible.
It is. Well, it's your house. I don't mind. The van passed its MOT with flying colours.
Oh, tremendous.
So that's good.
That's good.
Ticking the box. Yep, happy days. I might have mentioned it last week, but I can't remember.
Don't recall you did. No. So is that going to be on its way, or is a decision still pending there?
Decision is still pending at the moment. Kaylee's still got a couple of larger events that she's going to tick off first before it would be sent on its way anyway. But it's still in the back of her mind at the moment. But I don't know. That's I'm not desperate to poke the situation because it means sorting stuff out and logistics. I've got enough going on sorting the house out at the moment without having to worry about the sale and the purchase of a vehicle that.
Oh yeah, because it'd be you that have to deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it sounds bad, but it's not a vehicle that I get excited about, and its replacement I probably won't get excited about either. So.
No, probably not. Okay.
My car, fine.
Honda tip top, yes.
It needs another clean and a Hoover, but other than that, pretty good. Yeah,
Jolly good.
Yeah, and I really wish that birds would stop shitting on it.
Oh, that is a massive problem at the moment.
Honestly, I have never had a car that is such a bird shit magnet as that.
You should see the roof of the Jag at the moment. It's unbelievable.
Oh dear, they've been carpet bombing that, have they?
They really have, yeah. They really have. I think they just like
this feels a bit cruel to you to be discussing this sort of topic.
Yeah, but I'm not climbing up on the roof of my car and no.
No, I suppose not, but no. But I'm glad you're not, let's be honest.
It'd be a statement, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it would be that statement that goes, nope, he's gone. That's it.
He has.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get the van. He's proper broken now. He's gonna have to go off.
He's gonna have to go in for some work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Send him off to be remapped. He's fucking broken.
And have that car scrapped.
Yeah.
Because that's now worthless.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't cleaning that off. No. Very good. I'm glad it's not just my car then.
No, it is not. We've got a real problem with it out here. I think they fly down the driveway and just, release the bomb doors, and that's it. All the cars get it.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Utter bastards. And the elephant in the room is the Mini.
The Mini. Okay.
The Mini. That's progressively worse at the moment.
Oh. Okay.
So,
what's going on?
Well, so it's got more issues than originally thought. Let's be honest.
You've sort of been adding to the list for a little while now.
I have. So, I mean, long story short, someone owes me a favour and has collected it and is storing it.
Okay.
Basically, the favour is not only storing it, but also having much more of a trained eye look over it and either confirm or reject what I've found.
Right. So to confirm the issues.
Yeah. So we know about the clutch. We know that needs doing. That's not a deal breaker for me. That's a consumable part.
We've known that for a long time, and yes, you would perhaps expect to have to do that at some point. Yeah,
need to be changed on cars. I can't be grumpy about that. That's just a thing.
That's just the way it is. Yeah.
The electrical issues are worse than originally thought. So it's the floods in it have taken out. I've got modules that are gone. I've got a flooded fuse box. And it's caused a lot of issues. Like Sunday,
it does when that happens. Yeah.
Sunday I did manage to start it. Just.
Okay.
Wasn't happy with life, but I did start it.
Okay.
So it was a various combination of having to pull some fuses to make sure certain systems are completely off, The car is convinced it's being stolen, despite me
Right.
being able to start it without any issues.
Okay.
The full beams are on permanently, even if the lights are off.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's
That's
all
not
over the
good.
place. The damage has been done electrically, so that needs.
Yeah, once you get water in the fuse box, that'll screw up all kinds of things.
Yeah, so that's utterly buggered. I have what I think discovered signs of head gasket going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Electrical and mechanical.
Oh, we're not done there.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
So I have been underneath it, and when I got it up on the low loader on Sunday, it was much easier to stick my head under it, and it's like that. Yeah, that is as bad as I thought it was. The rear subframe is utterly ruined.
Oh no! So you've got structural problems as well.
Yeah. So yeah, he's going to go over it for me. I said to him that there's no mad rush, and he's like, yeah. He said he'd just sort of do it for me when he's got a spare minute.
Got a spare minute? Yeah. Okay.
So
I mean, there is a limit, isn't there, to what you can pour into these things?
Yeah. I mean, the jury is out, but I didn't want to write it off for the time being, and the fact that someone, keep it somewhere and have a more professional eye than mine look over it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, watch this space on that one. But
at the moment, bobbins.
Yeah, it's very annoying, but it handily. One slight blessing in disguise is it's not in my way at the moment.
Well, no, because you've had it moved. Oh, that is disappointing. But like the decision we made with the Puma, there is a cutoff point, isn't there? I mean, how much? And unlike the Puma, the Mini doesn't have rarity on its side.
No, it's plentiful.
Yeah, yes. It would not be hard to replace that with one that doesn't have any of those issues.
No, that's the thing. You sort of look at it and go, if he does come back with sort of either confirms all those issues or near enough all of them, to fix those, I could quite easily buy another one in a much better state.
Yes, quite. They're not rare, and where do you draw the line? I mean, anything's fixable. But what do you do? What do you pour in? How much do you pour into it?
Don't know.
Yeah,
that's just going to wait and see what he comes back with. That's all I can do at the moment.
It is. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, a bit annoying, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Right. I was going to say, should we have something cheerier?
However, you could certainly say that. Yeah.
I think actually, I'd like to get the rants out of the way now.
Before we do that, a quick fleet update from this end, if I may.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. Not a bother.
I was eager.
You were eager. I'll do it quite quick. Fiesta's off the road. Not because there's anything wrong with it. There are things wrong with the driver. So it's not going to be driven for probably another 6 weeks or so. So that's
okay.
That's stuffed in the hedge.
I see.
Yes. The Jag is fine. It's going in for its timing belts next week.
Oh, lovely. Excellent.
So that'll be done. And then after that, you're going to have a drive of it.
Looking forward to it.
And the scary thing is that only a few weeks after that, I will have had it for a year.
Well, that doesn't. I'm not sure that's right.
I think you'll find it is.
No. I'm opting out of that fact.
Okay, you're choosing not to accept that.
That's right. Yeah.
So there's that. The Mazda is lovely. We did find a leak. Another, as you recall, it was leaking into the boot, but I fixed that. We found it was leaking into both of the footwells, getting little pools on the mats. It's quite a common problem apparently on the NC. There are some little grommets that the scuttle panel clips into, and they have a little rubber seal around them, and that rubber just perishes over time.
Well, that will happen.
It's such a common fault that Mazda actually make a kit for fixing it, which I purchased and fitted earlier in the week before the nastiness occurred. And since then, no water in the footwells. So I think that's something else I might have fixed.
Oh, good. Well, that's good to tick it off anyway. A known issue, get it gone. Yeah, it's very good.
Yes, exactly. I found I went on some forum and everybody was saying, "Oh yeah, it'll be this." So bought the kit, fitted it, slathered a load of sealant in there as well for good measure, and
you dirty little bugger.
I know. I always like to keep some handy, and it's hopefully that's sorted that one. So apart from that, all is well.
Well done you. A big question. Well, two big questions. Number one, have you driven it?
I have not.
Number two.
Yes, I know. I do want to. I really, really want to. I just haven't yet.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I'll get round to it.
Number two. Woolarding.
Please don't mention number twos.
Oh God. And if
I haven't done that either.
If you did it now, then we would have a number two issue, I think.
You would. The last thing we want to do at the moment is for me to be bent in half sufficiently to actually get behind the wheel of that car. So
that would be a mistake.
It's quite a small vehicle.
Okay.
Quite a large gentleman.
See, right. Okay, we'll get there. We're going to have to get there, aren't we?
We are going to have to go. I do really want to drive it, and I'm determined to get the seat in a position where that is possible. But it hasn't occurred yet, and it's not going to occur just at the moment. But,
no, maybe let it all settle down a bit.
We'll give it a good thrashing. Don't worry.
Yes. Okay. We delayed long enough now, I'm afraid. I mean, I enjoyed the fleet update, minus the shitting element.
A rant. You indicated there may be a rant on the way.
You probably know where this is going.
If it's the rant that I'm thinking of, then yes, I probably do.
I get the feeling you'll probably join in.
Yeah. Is this something that's been on our Discord server in the last 24 hours? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's the new vehicle from Ford.
Oh. Yeah.
The new Ford Capri.
Oh, and they're so excited about it.
See,
the legend is back. Their advertising slogan says.
They do, and I've seen the video of the advert, and look, I'm not a sports ball person. I'm just not.
No.
However, I recognise the gentleman in the video. He's a face of football that possibly during the 90s became famous for various reasons in and around football, and probably transcended the sport into the consciousness of people like us who aren't sports ball focused.
Oh, definitely, yes. No, I think that's fair to say.
Yeah. It seems to be that they're portraying it as the legend is back, and we've got Eric Cantona advertising it. It's weird, isn't it? It's not just me.
Very odd. I don't know how those two go together.
No, I mean he's distinctly French, and not really anything to do with cars. And Ford
the platform
is not French.
The platform it's based on is German.
Yeah.
So
Ford's,
I don't know. I don't get that.
Ford's quite American, with quite a heavy presence in Germany. Let's be honest.
Yes.
I don't get it. I mean, it looks appalling. Let's cover off the basics. It's another electric SUV that's just a non-event. But
yes,
I think this is all on purpose.
Do you think there's a plan here?
I do. I think they realise, or someone at Ford realises, going, this car's a bit fucking boring. Give it the Capri name, and it will drum up all this press.
That'll zhuzh it up nicely.
Yeah, that's it. And even if it's for the wrong reasons, we're still talking about it.
It's the Cybertruck effect, isn't it? Love it or hate it, we're talking about it. And kind of that's all that matters. That's all they care about. Even if you're saying it's rubbish, you're still talking about it.
Yeah. And I don't like it. I really don't like it.
I can see 2 or 3 things in the design which I think are intended to be cues back to the original.
There's some really tenuous.
They are really tenuous. I can sort of see what they've done with it. The problem is that underneath A, it's a VW, and B, it's exactly the same platform that they've built the new Explorer EV on. Not to be confused with the American car of the same name, which is nothing to do with the European one.
My
Ford have
opinion.
got a real problem with naming at the moment. A real problem.
Yeah, they've got a problem with it. And they keep using these names. They're all SUVs of just varying sizes. Because we've got Explorers, Pumas, Capris now.
Yes.
I don't.
Isn't the Capri about the same size as the Explorer? I mean, it looks it.
Yeah, it does.
And they're on the same platform, so surely the wheelbase is going to be about the same. I don't know why we need the Capri and the Explorer. Don't they do the same job?
Yep, they do. I mean, my opinions on the Explorer anyway. I didn't like that.
But in the old days, in the good old days, we had a very clear difference between each car in the range.
Yeah.
We had Fiesta, and we go back far enough, Fiesta and Escort, and then Cortina, later replaced with the Sierra, and then we had Granada, and then Scorpio, and we had, they're all very different, and they all occupy a different place in the market. They all did a different job for different people at different times, and you knew where you stood with all that, and that was fine.
Yeah, and that works, and manufacturers still do that. Let's be honest. There's plenty of manufacturers who still do that.
There are plenty of manufacturers that still do that, but the lines are very blurred in certain places now.
Certain places, yeah, I'll grant you that. But I mean, we've got some reliable, trusted brands that will still, take VW, for example. They'll still sell you Golfs. They'll sell you Polos, Passats, all of the stuff that you expect. Yes, they've got their SUVs as well, but they still sell you the different market sectors of cars. Whereas Ford seem to have forgotten how to do that.
They do, even though they kind of invented it.
They invented
Didn't they, really?
Yeah, but they invented the different classes of car. When fleet things were determined by your spec, they were part and parcel of that as well.
Nobody understood the fleet market better than Ford at one point. Well, Ford and Vauxhall, they were that was the fleet market.
Absolute
Those
legends.
Two. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Those two, they kind of built the same thing. But yeah, and you had your Ford people and you had your Vauxhall people, and they would never have anything to do with each other, and it was kind of a family thing or a company thing, and that's just how it was. And you were a Ford family or you're a Vauxhall family, and yeah, nowadays, and I don't understand why the move to electrification has to mean everything has to be an SUV. Surely the kind of skateboard buy-in platform, which is what Ford are doing with VW, although quite how we got to a place where Ford need to buy a platform from Volkswagen, don't understand that. But
no,
anyway,
that's weird.
Here we are. Surely the flexibility of that bought-in skateboard would mean you could do anything with it, anything. So why do we have to have SUVs? It's really lazy, I think.
I tell you what, you're correct, and I'm part of various chats about cars, but there was one where someone, it was Chris, in fact, that he brought to our attention that it had been properly unveiled, and my response was another unimaginative wagon of toss.
Well, there you go.
And that's, yeah, I stand by that. I thought it was quite to the point.
I mean, I have to be honest, ignore the fact that it's a Capri, ignore the fact that it's an SUV. As a piece of design, I don't hate it. But I don't know why we have to call it Capri, and I don't know why we have to have everything as an SUV. And I don't understand why electrification seems to mean we're having even more SUVs. Surely it should mean we'd have more smaller cars.
No, it's lazy packaging.
It is because it's easy, isn't it? That's why we've got SUVs, because it's easy. You don't have to think about it. You just plonk it on top of the platform, stick it out the door. It's lazy.
What winds me up as well, like if you read some of the press nonsense that comes with it, and they're trying to find things that are interesting about it.
They are.
And between the front seats, the new Capri boasts a 17-litre mega console.
Right. And that's good, is it?
Yep.
What are you going to do with that?
What I mean, come on.
Don't understand what that means. Don't know what would you do with that?
I don't know.
I don't get that.
I don't know.
It's not in a very useful place in the car, is it?
I mean, 17 litres. You're going to get a shitload of bags of Haribo in there, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. Or you could fill it with Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Other fizzy drinks are available.
Yeah, but let's be honest, it's everyone's go-to, isn't it?
It is. You fill it with Coke and have 2 straws. Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
It's the only way to make that car interesting.
I was going to say, you're going to have to have been doing that to buy one.
No, you say
as I
that.
said, as a standalone piece of design, I don't hate it, and I can sort of see what they were trying to do. And in some ways, I think it's possibly better looking than the Explorer. But why do we have to call it Capri? Call it something else. Why can't we have a new name for a new car? Why do we have to reuse an icon?
I don't know. I mean, fair play to you. You are trying to make it good.
Well,
or you're trying to find the positives, and I admire.
I'm trying to find the positives. I'm saying, as a piece of design, I don't hate it, but that's kind of where it ends.
As with all of these, it's the proportions. It's design-wise, it's ruined by the fact that it's jacked up.
Yes, that shape or that design as a 5-door hatch. I mean, then surely you'd call it Focus, not.
Or if it is as large, well, it's 4.6 meters in length. You'd probably want to call it Mondeo. Let's be honest.
Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, yes. Let's bring back the Mondeo. Or, here's a concept. Come up with a new name for a new car.
Well, you could do that, but I mean, if it had the proportions correct and it was saloon height,
Yes.
well, if you want to keep bringing back badges, bring back the Sierra badge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 5-door hatch. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I don't know why we have to. Yeah. They did it with the Mustang. I mean, I suppose the Explorer has at least always been an SUV.
Yeah. I mean, it's slightly more forgivable, but still not a looker.
No, I think the Capri is a better looking thing as a piece of design. I think the Capri is better looking than the Explorer. But I don't understand why we have to reuse these names. And again, they've done it with Puma as well. That's nothing to do with the original. And again, the original is an icon.
But it's like you saying about, well, it's a better looking thing than the Explorer. Yeah, but I mean, to be vaguely on topic, it's like saying trying to pick your favourite politician.
It's not an attractiveness contest, I grant you, just as well. Really, yes.
Yeah, not good at all.
Although, Angela Rayner. But anyway, it's I share your dismay at it. I don't know why we have to have that. I really don't know why we have to have that. Why couldn't they have brought back? I mean, if you want to use the Capri name, bring it back as a coupe. Why couldn't we have had an all-electric coupe? What would have been wrong with that?
Well, yeah, quite. I mean, like you say, bring back coupes. Actually, could we have a nice little segue there?
Oh, please do.
Just to cheer us up a bit, the new Honda Prelude is being unveiled at. Well, the concept of the Prelude's going to be at Goodwood.
Oh, okay.
And that looks great.
I'd like to. I haven't seen that.
You've not seen it? Let me.
No. Okay.
Let me grab you a link for that because I was reading about it earlier in the week. Just let me find it for you. Here we go. Terribly sorry.
There we go.
Yeah, I tell you what. I've had various links open today of bits and bobs of car news that, including our Capri just mentioned, but not this one. There you
go. Ooh. Now that's a very attractive vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Oh, red with black wheels. Look at that. That's a discerning look, if I may say.
Yeah, discerning. Yeah. No.
No. Well, I like the picture of it next to an original. That's nice.
That's a nice touch. Yeah,
that's lovely.
What a really cool thing, though. So that's that's going to be with this 2025. So this is technically the concept, but apparently, if we read between the lines, it's going to be near enough.
It looks like it could be production ready, doesn't it? It doesn't look odd at all. It looks right. Yeah, that's lovely.
So it's going to be a hybrid drivetrain.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Got any pricing on that?
Perhaps not in this article, but
I can't see any.
I've seen speculation, a sort of wide range of speculation, sort of 30 to 40.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
But,
okay.
Yeah, I suppose Excellent. I could be accused of being a bit of a fanboy, couldn't I? But that right there is a bit of me.
A Honda boy these days, aren't you? But yeah, that's okay.
That is a bit of me right there.
It is, isn't it? I like that. I think my good lady's going to like the look of that as well.
Yeah, I could. I could
She's
see
all
myself...
over the Japan these days, you see. So yeah.
See,
Yeah.
she's a lady of good taste. You see.
Well, in some areas, it's yes.
That's I'm really looking forward to that.
That's lovely. That's a lovely looking thing. Yeah. That's going to be nice, I think. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. So we'll watch this space on that one, because obviously what we want is the production version. We want to see that just to make sure it is as close as it can be to that. But I mean, Honda's range at the moment is... It's a bit... I tell you what, actually, no, it's a bit like the Toyota range when you look at it and go, you what? You make this sea of toss, and then you go, but you can have a GR86, a GR Yaris, and a Supra.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's weird. They do all that really good stuff, and you've got all this rubbish as well.
Yeah, and Honda are the same. You've got a sea of rubbish, and you go, you have a Type R Civic if you want. Well, where did that come from?
That's right. No, they're very much a manufacturer of two halves, aren't they?
Yeah,
you can't believe the same people who work on one set of stuff also work on the other set of stuff.
That's it. If we end up with that in the Civic Type R pile and go, right, well, here you go, have a Honda Prelude Coupe. Yes, please.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, that's quite a good looking thing, that.
Yeah, and it's kindly in that article they even mentioned my car, saying that it's been a while since Honda have done anything a bit fun or a bit hybrid fun.
Oh, but you're a bit smug about that.
Yeah, I was a little bit smug, but it's fine.
Yes.
But yeah, really impressed with that. I really hope that it's as close to that as possible.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it looks production ready.
It does.
Doesn't
it does
look like a prototype at all.
No. There've not been any interior shots of it, so that's the
No, I did notice
giveaway.
the windows are blacked out. Yeah. But lovely.
Yeah, very nice.
Can I take us across to China for a moment?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah. You're familiar with BYD?
I am.
Well, it turns out, like Toyota have Lexus and like Nissan have Infiniti, turns out BYD have a posh division as well.
Do they?
They do. They do, and there's a couple of vehicles that they have announced. But now, steady yourself on the furniture here. Their posh division is called Yangwang.
You can't call it that.
Well, apparently you can, because we've got the Yangwang U8. Which is an SUV, and we're not going to talk about it. And we have the Yangwang U9.
Oh, you've got to stop saying the brand. Just stick with model numbers.
That's what it's called.
Yangwang.
Now, the Yangwang U9.
This is as bad as Trumpchi.
Oh, we're never going to get through this. All right, the U9 is basically a supercar. It's an all-electric supercar, 1,300 horsepower. Details are sketchy, and they haven't actually confirmed they're going to launch it in the UK. But allow me to. It does have a
big wang on the back, doesn't it?
Oh, have you found a picky? I was going to send you a picky, but yeah, there is quite a large protuberance, yes. But they're very proud of its ability to jump up and down. I don't quite know for what purpose.
Hang on. What?
It's got this system where it can literally jump up and down, like all four wheels off the ground. They say that it's a demonstration of its stability or something. It's like when it stays perfectly flat. So even on hard cornering, it's flat. Under hard acceleration, it's flat. Under hard braking, it's flat.
Yeah, I've just found some nonsense about it again. They've not announced a specific reason for the jump function, but the function demonstrates the DSX body control.
That's right. The DICE. DICES. Intelligent Damping Body Control System is what it stands for. And apparently that means it can jump up and down in the air like a low rider in South Central LA. I don't know why that's important. Bouncing up and down pointlessly. However,
I'm saying nothing.
Nevertheless, it has introduced us to BYD's luxury and performance brand. I'm not going to say it again. And this is this and the SUV, the U8, are the first two models that they have shown.
I see.
Yes. There you go.
Good.
Yet to be confirmed whether it's coming to the UK.
Okay.
0 to 60 in something like 2 seconds or something. It's a proper. It's
rapid.
Car. Yeah.
And it looks the part. I'll give them that.
It does, doesn't it? Actually, it looks fantastic. The launch color is particularly ugly, but the bright yellow. But does look like a proper supercar.
I'm looking at one in red, so I'm all right.
Oh, okay, all right. I've got one in yellow. Although to be fair, Fully Charged had one in grey, so there probably is a variety of colours.
They had one.
But they've been to see one. They haven't got one. Robert Llewellyn's been to see one. I'm not sure where, whether there is one in the UK. But they've. It was in a studio. They haven't actually had one to drive. Although he did say he's going to be having a go in one fairly soon. But details are very sketchy, and they haven't confirmed whether it's coming to the UK. But watch out for a Yangwang near you. And there's the episode title.
Oh my god! Right, I'm gonna have to send you this photo. I found a picture of one.
Okay.
It's the brand name in the distance that's the real problem.
Let's have a look. Yes, that looks like the one that Fully Charged might have seen. Brand name in the distance, right?
The very top one.
Oh, what sort of center of the photo? Oh no! Oh, sorry. Yes, I see. No, I got it now.
Yeah.
Top right dear. There. Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
What I will do?
Oh dear.
I'll put this photo in the Discord for it, but just for clarity, it's the word Vulcan with some additional letters.
That's rude. That is.
So casual observer is going to look over and go, "It's
it's one of those.
It's a volcanus. It's what? Oh dear.
A Yangwang Oh dear. Oh, there's a lot going on in there, isn't there?
Yeah, you got your Yangwang and your anus is flying about there. Oh
dear.
No.
Oh, you've crashed the podcast again.
I have. I mean, oh no. I didn't.
I think
that's quite clearly a Chinese motor show, and someone needs to think about these translations before they publish them.
That is, they need to be typing that into Google and see what it means in other parts of the world.
Oh, there's your problem. They don't have Google.
Don't type that into Google. No.
They don't. Well, they don't have Google.
Oh no, they don't. Of course,
they're not allowed it.
But there's VPNs and things. That's
Yeah, because they have.
Types.
What is it? It's Baidu, whatever it is.
I don't know what they've got. Their equivalent. Yeah, I don't know. They must have a search engine.
Yeah, that's what it is. And
oh dear, I think that's actually what I was suffering with earlier this evening.
Yeah, it could have been. Because Well, this was tested. This was. I'm going to go very, very, very on point here. That we all know about Tiananmen Square and what went down. It wasn't great. Let's be honest.
No. It was not a fine moment in history. No.
No. However, if you search through their search engine, it's fine.
Oh, it never happened.
Or if it did, it was fine.
That's okay. It was all lovely.
Yeah, all blown out of proportion, not a problem at all.
All got it was just a little spat over a parking space, and everyone went home for tea.
Yes. Quite. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
That was awfully grown up of us. That one. I'm sorry.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd better rein us in from anuses.
You brought it up. Well, not like that.
No. Well, if anyone's going to be ruining it, it's going to be you. Because right, let's draw a thin veil over that for this week, shall we? Then
I think we probably should bring this one into land, as they say.
We've tackled all of the key points, haven't we?
Very topical this week, I think.
Very topical. Despite a big rant, there was quite a lot of things we did enjoy this week. But for the love of God, please show with sales figures that you don't want to buy the Ford Capri.
You don't want to buy the Ford Capri, but you do fancy a bit of Yangwang.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.